Hi, honey.
Hello.
What are we doing today?
Well, we decided to make the Gardens of Hope's sourdough starter. So as we're going to be teaching people how to make different food products, we decided, well, sourdough bread is one of the healthiest breads around. And we said, well, let's learn how to do it from scratch.
So real quick, why is sourdough the most healthiest bread to eat?
Well, it's because it's got a lot of probiotics. It's got a lot of bacteria cultures in it. So when you eat it, it's really good for your gut. And even though we're going to be using whole wheat to make the starter, we actually use white flour to make the bread, and it's actually better for you. So it doesn't have lectins or any of that good stuff in it. So what we're going to do is we've weighed up 110 grams of whole wheat organic flour and 110 grams of water, actually 120 grams. So we're going to pour this in. It's already been pre-measured.
Okay.
So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. One recipe says 50 grams of water, 50 grams of flour, one says half a cup. So we just went ahead and we're mixing together equal portions by weight. And now we're pouring the water in. And we're gonna mix it all up. My guess is it's gonna make a little bit of a pasty dough. And we're gonna make sure it's good and mixed. All the flour touching the water. And this is the base, the beginning of our starter. So now the next...
This will be our future Gardens of Hope.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the mother that will be Gardens of Hope sourdough starter. And that'll be a product that we have to offer in the future. But first we got to get it made and make some good successful batches with it. So it's a pretty good little dough here now. We're just going to let it settle itself in.
All right. So
and then the next step.
You sure you mixed that pretty good?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see.
Get yourself whatever little gloves you see. I think we got it pretty good.
Okay, looks good. All right, so then what? We cover it?
So the next step is we're going to cover it up with a breathable little cap here. That's going to allow the gases to escape. But what will happen is now that we've activated it, there's actually bacteria in the flour, and the water is going to activate it. It's going to begin consuming the sugars in it, and we'll start to raise it up. And so tomorrow we'll show you what the next step is. Where'd that little
how long does that
little
take?
thing go? Well, once a day we're going to be feeding it for the next 7 days. And hold on.
Feeding it what?
Well, we're going to take out some of it, and we're gonna add some fresh flour and water to it. So this is like a little feeding schedule. It tells us kind of when and where it is. So we're setting this thing to where the level is of the dough. And now we're going to be able to see from where it was to where it goes up. And that's important. The other part that we need to be aware of is actually the temperature of this. And we have this little thermostat sitting here. And that'll tell us, it'll change color. There's probably a little cool in here right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a kind of a warmer place. And it's supposed to get between 70 and 76 degrees. So that'll be telling us once it starts to get up to that temperature that we're in the right area, and that will activate the bacteria even more.
So I'm sure later on when we get more used to making bread, we will have a different
Probably.
thermometer and all that.
Yeah, right now we're just following the kit.
We're all learning.
Exactly. All right, folks, stay tuned. Gardens of Hope sourdough coming your way.
Merry Christmas, everyone.